For my informative speech, I chose how to read a dog's body language. Dogs communicate through their body language. It's important to be able to know what they're saying through their body language and how to read it. It can state a dog's emotional state or their intentions. To read a dog's body language, you have to look at the dog's eyes, ears, mouth, teeth, body, and tail, and the overall picture of what these show and the meaning behind them. Now let's get started with the different body poses and what they mean. Relaxed. These are all the dog's body positions. Relaxed. The ears are up and relaxed. The head is held high, but not overly. The mouth is slightly open and the tongue can be out. And the facial muscles are relaxed. The whole body is pretty much relaxed. They can be laying down or standing up. The tail's down and they're in a loose stance. They're not rigid. The next one is alert. This is like if a dog has seen something or heard something, and the tail will be horizontally or slightly up, and it may wag slightly. They will be standing slightly forward on their toes, trying to look more at what they're seeing or hearing. Their ears will be pricked up or flicking to where the sound is. And their eyes will be wide open and their mouth will be closed. The next one is dominant. This is an important one when you're interacting with different dogs, like at the dog park, because this reads the situation really well. This is when a dog is showing its dominance, that it's the boss over people, other animals, or other dogs, and the tail is held high and like a flag and goes back and forth really slightly. It will be tense. The dog will be tense. The hair might be standing up on the hackles, the shoulder area, and the ears will be pricked forward toward the one that they're dominating, and they'll have direct eye contact with the other dog or the person, and the mouth will be closed, but they might growl. So this is fearful aggressive, and it's when a scared dog is pushed too far. You see this one a lot in the rescues, or because there's a lot of fearful dogs, and if you don't know what you're doing, you can push them. And the ears are flat back on their head. The pupils are dilated. Their eyes are wide. And you sometimes see the whites of their eye. They're snarling. Their body is lowered to the ground or is leaned against whatever is nearest to them to get away from you. Their tail is tucked underneath them, and they will nip at you if you don't read their warning signs. This is dominant aggressive. This is standing the ground or protecting, and it includes offensively and defensively aggressive. And their ears are perked up, their hackles are raised, their tail is out, their mouth is open and teeth bared. They're coming at you, and they're tense. With this, they can also have their eyes slightly closed also, but that's when they're really getting into it. And they use this type of aggression for the police dogs and military dogs because it's the most sense of awareness when they are aggressive. And this is distressed, which is under social or environmental distress. The body's lowered, the tail's down, the ears are back, the pupils are dilated, and it's rapid panting and rapid heartbeat, and they're shaking and overly distressed. This is submissive. That plays along with the dominant. The submissive dog is the one that has the lower status, and therefore it proves that it's the lowest it could be. It goes low on the ground, it has its tail between its legs, it has its ears flat back, it doesn't do direct eye contact, it tries to look away, and it licks the air or the dominant's face, and it might have urination due to being so submissive. And they're showing the other one that they're nothing, they're no problem. Okay, playfulness. It's the invitation to play or the act of actually playing. The ears are up, the mouth is open and the tongue may be out. The eyes are inviting. The front end is lowered by the front forepaws. The tail's up and wagging. The rear end is up in the air with the tail wagging. And then after this pose, they'll run off and play in different, they'll just pick a direction and run real quick and play. Now that I've shown you all these, the way that you can use these is if everyday use of watching your dog, caring for your dog, and you should also use them if you're in a situation where you're caring for other dogs or at the dog park, because you can really read a situation as if your dog is being threatened or if they're being the one being threatening, or if it's just all play. But sometimes play can mimic fighting, which is what gets it kind of confusing, because there are times when you have to really be experienced to know the difference between them play fighting and actual fighting. So let's see if you guys can see the difference between some. What do you guys think? The tail's down, the ears are back, front paw up.
What do you think, Kevin?
Not direct eye contact.
The submissive one?
Yep.
You got an A.
Okay. Two
Playful.
dogs, yeah. They're in a play bow situation. They're looking at each other, ready to run off.
I'm gonna
and
ace this class.
play. That's it. That's how you can tell your dog's body language and how to successfully judge it.
That was very informative. I learned a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.